All right, so this is how you do Harris Shutter. Harris Shutter, you need 3 layers, 3 pictures. Okay, generally works with 3 pictures of someone, a portrait, how we're going to do it in this case, but you can technically do it with any 3 pictures. All right, so we refined edge our person, paint bucket the background, so we have 2 different layers. So all we're going to do is copy these 2 layers onto a new canvas, and then we'll start. So you're going to start by making a new canvas. I like to start too big. You can always make it smaller. So we're going to go 13 inches high by 19 inches wide, 150 resolution, so pretty big. You can always print it smaller or make it smaller later. It's better to always start too big. So now that we have our 3 pictures, because there's 2 layers to copy, you hit Control A to select, Control A to select all, and then Control Shift C. That will copy both these layers at once. If you only have 1 layer to copy, you just hit Control C. So we go to our new canvas, which apparently I closed. So 19, 13, 150. There's our new canvas, and then we paste, in this case, Jensen there. So this one's been copied and pasted. We go to this one, Control A, Control Shift C, and Control V. We go to the last one, Control A, Control Shift C. Again, because there's 2 layers, you got Control Shift C. And then we paste. So we have 3 Jensens. I'm going to go ahead and make all 3 Jensens a little bit smaller because they're just too big compared to our canvas. Something about this size is a great starting spot. So I got the top Jensen that size, the one Jensen this size, and this other Jensen will make a tad bigger. Put them in the center to start. All right. Now, as long as you do the sequence correctly, everything works out fine. If you don't do the sequence correctly, that's when things get weird. All right. So you're going to start with the top layer. You're going to go to your channels and the red channel of your top layer. You're going to copy it. So Control A will select all. Control C will copy it. You're going to go back to layers and this time go to your bottom layer, your layer 1. You're then going to go to the red channel of that bottom layer and Control V to paste it, to replace it. You're going to go back to layers, and this time you're going to go to layer 2. If you look right here on layer 1, you have 2 little color differences going on, and that's what you're looking for. So now we have to copy the green channel and paste the green channel of the second layer. So we go to our second layer highlighted. You go back to channels in green. Control A to select all, Control C to copy it. You now go to your bottom layer, your bottom portrait, go back to the green channel, and you're going to Control V to paste it. If you copy twice and paste it twice, you then make all your channels visible, go back to your layers, and hide the top 2 layers. You now should have 3 colors visible. Depending on your backgrounds and stuff like that, it might not look like 3 colors, but if you follow the steps, you will have your 3 layers ready to go. So now you want to edit them, move them around, adjust the size, etc. So with both the top 2 layers hidden and only the last layer highlighted, you want to go back to channels. To edit the red, you highlight the red. If other layers are hidden, you want to make sure all channels are highlighted, are visible. With just the red highlighted, you hit Control A, so you select it, and then with your Move tool selected, you can Control T, which is Free Transform. So now I can free transform this blue looking Jensen, even though it's on the red channel, to whatever I think looks good. Move it around. I think I like right there where it's a nice big one. Go to the green one, Control A, then Control T to free transform it, and then I can move it around. Remember, your goal is to not show 3 people. It's just to kind of overlap it, make it an interesting effect. So I'm going to slide it that way. I'm going to go to the blue channel, Control A, Control T. Now this yellow one is tough to see, so it's more like an effect than really a third portrait. So I'm kind of make it a little smaller, and then kind of have it overlap both pictures, just because it kind of doesn't do much except for just add some color variations. Hit Enter, and then now I'm ready to crop, and then save. So I go to my crop tool, and I get rid of any weird edges that I don't like. If I like this pink edge, I can keep it, but I'm going to get rid of it for this example. Crop it a little taller. I'm happy with that crop. Get rid of the bottom real quick. Now I'm happy with the crop. Hit Enter, and then now I'm done. Harris Shutter complete. Save it as a Photoshop file just in case if I want to go back and edit it. And then you're going to save it as a JPEG because the JPEG is what you'll turn in. So that is Hair Shutter.